everyone, I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper, and welcome back to Build. If you want to watch a monster sing Gavin DeGraw or a bee sing Bruno Mars, then you have to check out The Masked Singer. The show features celebrities in a sing-off with one major twist. Each singer is shrouded from head to toe in an elaborate costume, complete with a full face mask to conceal his or her identity. Today, I'm sitting down with one of the show's judges, Nicole Scherzinger, but first, here is The Masked Singer.
Coming soon. A top secret celebrity singing competition will have everyone asking who
there's something incredibly special about you.
Is
You got me thrown off.
the Masked Singer.
I'm so freaking confused right now. I don't know who I am.
The international music sensation comes to Fox.
Under these masks, we have Grammy winners, Emmy winners, and Hall of Fame players.
A weekly competition that will have audiences and our celebrity panel guessing.
You look very dashing for someone in a straitjacket.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is green.
I feel like I know that voice.
California dreaming, oh, on such a winter's day.
Oh, won't you stay with me?
Woo!
'Cause you're all I need.
I want to date you. I love you so much.
I have no idea who any of these singers are. Some of them may be friends, some of them I may have married. You never know.
This season, everyone will be asking who's
Bella Hadid.
P. Diddy, Paula Abdul.
behind
My heart is pumping out of my chest.
the mask.
Oh! Yeah! Oh my God!
The Masked Singer. Coming soon to Fox.
Everyone give it up for Nicole Scherzinger.
Hey, hello.
How you doing today?
Hey, Brittany.
Thank
It's a
you.
Beautiful day. The sun was shining.
I was gonna say for a little bit, even though it's like
I was
negative
the sun
10.
was shining.
Yeah, it's no longer, and it's
It's so
freezing
cold.
outside. But we're going to bring in some heat in here talking about The Masked Singer. First, I know that you have been a judge on shows before, like The X Factor, but this is a whole different ball game. So, what was it about this that was interesting for you?
It's a whole nother animal. It's unlike anything else I'd ever been a part of or seen before. It was actually first a big phenomenon in Asia. And then we were like, why not? Let's bring it over here. Let's do something different. It's like a singing version of Dancing with the Stars, I guess, if you will, but with big elaborate masks on. Yeah.
And you mentioned it's big in Asia. I know in Korea specifically. Did you watch some of those shows first to sort of get a feel? And what was your first reaction?
We did. We watched a lot of them, and we were like, "Oh, what? What's going on?" And it was fun. I think there's a really epic clip of Ryan Reynolds. He was promoting Deadpool, and he was on the show singing like "Tomorrow, tomorrow" or something, and no one knew it was him. And so when he was revealed, it was really hilarious. Their reactions.
And obviously, the fans are having similar reactions here in the States. I mean, when you go onto social media, if you go on Twitter when the show is on, everybody has their guesses. I'm sure people are tweeting at you.
It's so cute because I was here the day after our first episode, which I believe was January 2nd. And I was walking out of one of these buildings here in New York, and I hear from the heavens somebody say, "I know who the hippo is," and it's a guy on the ladder working I don't know, on the ceiling. It's like, "I know who the hippo is," and I was like, "All right, people are watching it."
We're watching it, and what's funny is everybody thinks
That's
they're
really
an expert.
bad. Hope I didn't offend anyone. That was a bad accent.
Oh, forget about it. It's all right. But it's funny, everybody thinks that they're a pro. Everybody thinks that they know who it is.
Yeah.
But you actually have to sit up every day and watch. Is it harder than it looks?
It's way harder than it looks. You have to understand, everybody at home, they have access to Google and the internet and online, so they can just check any facts or whatever. But we're seeing everything for the first time. The clue packages, we're like, is that a clue or is that meant to throw us off? What does that even mean? And so yeah, we're trying to pay attention to everything.
And what is the vibe like with the judges? Because we have Ken Jeong up there, Jenny McCarthy, and Alan Thicke. I mean,
Robin Thicke.
Robin, sorry. Come on, Brittany. Robin Thicke.
And Nick is our host.
And it's funny because your dynamics are also fun to watch. And it seems like Jenny usually has like a idea, but she seems so confident sometimes.
Yeah.
And she might not be right.
She's probably our best guesser. I mean, it's part of her job, right? All of her interviews and her radio show. So she's very helpful. I'm usually like, yeah, but Jenny sit down there sounds pretty good too. But we all bring something different to the panel. We have a great chemistry together. We goof around a lot. I mean, we've never done, obviously this is the first time, our first season, right? So in the beginning, we were like, who's gonna talk first? Are we all just go now? Or what do we ask? What are we allowed to ask? You know? So it was a whole new experience for us. So we're not taking ourselves too serious. And Ken, to the right of me, is my brother from another mother. He's so funny. Like, I wish they aired the stuff when the cameras weren't on the things that he says. He cracks me up so much.
When you had Joe McHale on as a guest judge, their dynamic was really funny, that back and forth.
Yeah, I love when we have the guest panelists on, and we've got a couple more comedians coming up, so I'm excited about that.
We've seen a couple reveals so far. Which one really got you, really shocked you?
All of them? Except for Terry. Margaret, I think the poodle, because we had no idea. Like, for me, when you think and you know it's somebody, you're like, I know it's so-and-so. I thought for sure I could just see Kathy Griffin behind the whole mask, and I was like, those are her calves. I don't even know what her calves look like. I'm like, that's her calves. Like, that's her in the tights. Like, I see it. And so when she took it off, I was like, no way. I mean, even Ken didn't know.
Yeah, which was fascinating because he's like, she's been on my show.
Exactly. I think she plays the sister.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You put on that mask and you don't. I think that's why shows like The Voice, I mean, it's like you don't really know what you're going to get until you know, so.
Yeah, and it's captivating just knowing that it's not like any other singing competition show, and there's actually celebrities, household names behind the mask, and they're from all platforms, not necessarily singers, so they're all sharing like their own little hidden talents.
Yeah. So on that note, I wanted to pull up a couple images of some of the masked singers to just give my predictions because
Oh man, I hate when people do
like
this.
so many people.
Like, how am I supposed to react? I just react like a really tight Snickers bar, like I am right now. I was like, I'm so bad at this. Like, I wish we could cover my face.
Okay, well then just look at your shoes when I bring up the first one, which is the bee. I just love the bee's outfit. Let's talk about the costumes for a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to talk to any of the singers about what it's like for them wearing these?
No, not at all.
No?
We never had any contact at all with any of the contestants.
Not even after?
No. No.
Because sometimes I know when Terry Bradshaw took his off, he was like taking off layers and he was all hot. And I was
They were like, they would just want to go home and take a shower.
yeah, exactly. So I think this one's Gladys Knight. She gave a performance that I just felt was very Gladys. So that's my prediction. We'll bring up the Raven next. It's also one the viewers.
Isn't this show just trippy? Like,
Yeah.
it's so funny when you take a step back. Like, I don't do drugs. Say no to drugs. But like, this is the closest thing.
But when you're looking at a metal raven's mask in a cage.
They're so elaborate and so beautiful, like the mastery that goes behind it.
Yeah.
They're
are.
so detailed up close.
I feel like they're going to inspire a lot of Halloween costumes.
Yes, that'll be so cute.
Yeah, I can see a lot of these being Halloween costumes.
Oh, I want to see little one-eyed monsters running around.
Little poodles and little aliens.
Yeah.
This one I think is Ricky Lake. And then this is the greatest mystery to me. And I feel like such a mystery online. People have the most speculation about the lion. And that brings me to my next question for you because you're very good at pointing out, oh, I don't think they're a professional singer. Oh, I think they are. Does that ever make you nervous to make that guess and then maybe they are a professional singer?
No. I mean, I ain't saying it in no ill will or trying to hate or anything. I'm going off of like just my expertise or whatever I know about The Voice. So, and I've been doing these singing competition shows for a minute. So I'm pretty usually on it when I gauge it.
I mean, I definitely listen to you when you say it. I'm like, okay, and that helps me narrow down my guesses.
Yeah, it might not be like what they're known for is what I'm saying. I'm sure they sing, obviously, because they're sharing their amazing talents with us. And Lion has an unbelievable, really strong voice. But maybe that's not what they're known for, right?
Like an actor who sings or an athlete who sings or something really impressive. Yeah, this one, great mystery. If anybody at home wants to tweet and give us their guesses, because this one, at first I thought it was Carrie Underwood, and then I thought it was the lead singer of Lion Babe, who I love, Vanessa Williams' daughter. Yeah, I'm stuck, and you're not gonna give me any.
I thought it was Mel B
Ooh,
from Spice Girls, which
Yeah.
it still could be.
it still could be. We'll see. So for you, what has been the funnest part of being a part of this show and this whole experience?
Unexpectedly, watching the contestants from beginning to the end. It's quite a transformational experience for them. I think it takes a lot of courage to be the first to be on the show. A lot of them are really nervous. They've never even sung before, and they've something they wanted to share or get over a fear. And I think that's really beautiful and that's inspiring. So there's been some moments where you're like tearing up. You're like that moment where y'all showed before with the Monster singing "Stay With Me." I was like, I think I had snot, a little bit of snot coming down because I was like, it's so beautiful. But then you looking at it and you're like, this is so messed up. I'm crying over a monster. But it's like, it's just really endearing and it's really authentic. Kind of strips everything else back. It's not like overly done. And
I do agree. I think that's what sucks you in when they show the clue packages and they are really sharing about themselves. And some of them are really sharing things that they've overcome or coming out of their shell or breaking away from a family name or whatever it is. I think that connects viewers so much more to the singers.
yeah, you get to see the human aspect as opposed to what the media shows or how the world perceives them. They're like, nah, this is my story and this is really who I am. Yeah. Like you said, and this is what I've had to overcome and I'm still overcoming by being on this show. It's one step forward to move forward.
And it seems like a couple of these singers are, triple threats and things like that, like you. Would you ever be on a show like this as a contestant? Would that ever be appealing to you?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that they should have all of us on there at some point just to mess with people. Like me, Ken, Robin. But you gonna know Robin's voice. He's got such a beautiful voice. And Jenny.
Yeah.
Nick will be rapping or something. I don't know.
Yeah, every once in a while, Nick will come out with a mask on. I was like, I think he's itching to get in there and compete. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That would actually be a really amazing twist. If, like, all of a sudden we get to the end and, like, the alien is Nick Cannon or something.
It's Ken Jeong this whole time, guys.
That would be amazing. So what else is going on with you? You have the show, but I always know you've got, like, a couple of things going on.
Well, people have been asking me, like, do you still sing? Are you still doing music? And I'm doing music every day. Yeah. Singing is my first and my absolute love. So I'm excited to release new music soon. Yeah, I was just here in December at Madison Square Gardens with Andrea Bocelli. A lot of people don't know that my background is strong in musical theater. And I love the stage. I hope to actually do Broadway, maybe even this year.
Yeah. I know you did Cats, right? Which was like
I did
iconic.
Cats in the West End, which I was honored because I was nominated for an Olivier. So I got to sing with Andrea at Madison Square Gardens and sing The Prayer, which is my mom's favorite song, with him and Celine Dion, and a song called Never Enough from The Greatest Showman, which I'd been dreaming of performing. So that was a beautiful stage, and always it's such an honor to perform with Andrea. And I've been in the studio. I got songs from my fans out there that they're familiar with my sound, that live in the pop space, the urban space. But then I'm doing a lot of music with the piano and stuff, stripping it back, stuff that I think in where I'm at in my life right now, it's really important for me to have a message in my music, to inspire others, to have real purpose, because I need that for myself. So I want to make sure I'm giving back in that way.
And what is your musical process like? I mean, do you have to lock yourself in and just do it, or do you kind of, everybody's process is different for how they create their sound or what inspires their next album?
It's hard because when you wear many hats and you're on TV shows and you're flying around the world and you're doing the show here or performing here, I think to really make great music, you have to hone in and take time away from everything. And so at the end of last year, I kind of made some space for that and was just in the studio. I was traveling back and forth from here to London recording. And sometimes lately I've just been loving sitting at a piano and stripping it all back and just getting back to the lyrics, what you really want to say, what your heart really wants to say, what you need to hear yourself, so you're going to put it in a song for somebody else, and then putting the music around it. Writing the melodies around it, yeah.
I can't wait to hear, big fan of your music, so I'm happy to hear that you're in the studio and you're gonna be out with something new soon, this year, next year?
Absolutely, soon. My fans, God bless them, they be like, come on, it's been a minute. And I'm like, I know, it's hard because you are constantly writing and you're constantly doing music, but they're like your babies and you're so protective to put them out, right? So I'm gonna just have to take that leap of faith, and I got a couple projects that I'm excited about this year, so y'all have to check out.
We cannot wait. I know we do have some questions from the audience, so who do we have first?
Hi. What inspires you and what helps you to overcome all the challenges in your life and your career?
Ooh, where are you from?
I'm Russian.
Спасибо. Привет. What inspires me? Love inspires me. First thing I thought was food. I shouldn't go down that. Love inspires me. Even heartbreak really inspires me. Sunsets and sunrises, as cheesy as that sounds, I just love it, love it, love it. And what helps me to overcome challenges? I have a strong faith that keeps me grounded. And my family and my girlfriends, a little unit of like some for real warriors that hold me down. So that and my faith really keep me here and focused, motivated, moving forward. Thank you.
Next question.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Like many of us here, I'm a huge fan. And I just wanted to comment on Big Fat Lie, your last album, which was very impressive, sonically, lyrically,
Appreciate
emotionally, spiritually. It was just really,
Thank
really
you.
good. So in the future, is there maybe something you could tell us, like what kind of mood you're going for, like with the music? I know you mentioned pop and urban. Anything like with the U.S., maybe touring, stuff like that?
We're in the works, but nothing is set in stone right now, so that I don't feel confident enough to share it with you, because the things that I see and that we're setting up for are pretty big projects and pretty big things on the horizon. So I'm just going to not speak and not talk the talk, just walk the walk. With music, like I said, I'll be doing stuff that's like for the club, you know, for people to dance to. I do stuff, like I said, that lives in the pop and urban space. I've been writing a lot from my heart, things that I've been going through. And then, like I said, stuff that's really motivating and uplifting. Anthems, anthemic songs, to really connect with people. I think it's so important, right? It's, you have to just, there's so much stuff out there today, so you got to cut straight through to the core and do something that really is different and makes a difference. So I'm thinking a lot bigger with the music that I do and how I want to share that with the world and execute it and create a world around it. Things that may have never even been done before. You have to, because that's what's going to separate you. Otherwise, they don't care.
Something tells me you're finding that way. And if all else fails, you could always just like put on a mask and, and just sing in it and see what happens. You never know. It kind of worked for Sia. You know? If you guys
so
want to
amazing.
check out The Masked Singer, it airs on Wednesdays on Fox at 9, 8 Central. Give it up for Nicole Scherzinger.
Thank you.